Can a governor's entourage collect a totality of 78 million? The amount of money which has been accounted for is only 2 million shillings. Where are the documents? Where are the vouchers? And when we asked, when the assembly requested for the documents through their summoning powers, they were told that the documents are with the Auditor General. And in the letter which is in the document, which is in the bundle of document, indicates that the documents are being used for preparation of financial statements. Everybody who has got elementary accounting knows very well that you don't generate financial statement using vouchers. Financial statements are generated using cash books and ledgers. And even if these documents were taken to the Auditor General, where is the delivery book? No evidence has been submitted to show where that amount of money to support that expenditure. And in absence of such document to controvert this allegation, we do most humbly submit that this allegation of embezzlement of funds has been proved. On their defense, what they attempted to do, they submitted documents here, a bundle of documents, which we have raised issues about its authenticity. We do submit that these documents were afterthought. They were generated ex post. They were ex post creations to justify those two, and they were not, in the attempt to justify, they only justified 2 million shillings. When they had an onerous obligation of justifying 78 million. Those documents were not signed, they were not examined, they did not comply to elementary accounting standards applicable to any accounts department in a public institution. So we do ask the Senate to disregard that defense which has been put forward and know that 70 million shillings, as we sit here today, has not been accounted. They had the obligation, they had the responsibility of calling in the Chief Officer Finance. They had the obligation, they had the opportunity to call in the CC Finance. They had at their disposal the entire county treasury to come and explain those amounts of money. They have not, and for that reason, we do submit that this allegation, that is count 1, has been proved. I'll swiftly move and quickly to the other parts of the other count. The next count is count 2, that is nepotism and related unethical practices. We do submit again that this count has been substantiated and proved. This count involved fraudulent, 2 violations. I'll just pick up 2 violations because of the interest of time. One was fraudulent misrepresentation of the governor's relatives as technical team. When the governor received an invitation to go to China, to visit China and do a benchmarking on a cancer machine, instead of governor sending a technical team, that is a top-notch oncologist or other technical team, the governor decided to send members of the same clique, which was made up of our relatives. 2 sisters, 1 brother. These are the team which was the inner team. This is a team which was sent to China. And you look at the documents which were presented to the Ministry of Devolution, there was apparent misrepresentation by the county secretary that this is these are technical officers. These are technical team. And the document is there. You have been shown the document. And we do submit that an argument has been raised here that no public funds was lost. But the County Assembly of Meru states that an opportunity was lost. Those who have done accounting or maybe economics, I think it is in economics, there's something called opportunity cost. The cost of not doing something. The cost of not doing something. That is the cost which was incurred by the County of Meru. And there was that violation of misrepresentation. The letter was addressed to the governor. The governor cannot run away, as my colleague Mr. Muthomi has said, and say it was not me. The letter was addressed to the governor. She minuted it to the officers, and the officers went ahead and misrepresented those members of the clique as county technical officials. The other violation in this particular count is the designation of Nefad Kinywa, who is a member of the clique. This is a clique which had access, power, and influence And the clique involved the sisters, two sisters, and the brothers. It's a one which runs Meru today. So Nefad Kinyua, in order to reward him, when he was in a small job group without competitive process, and the governors admitted in cross-examination that his appointment was not sanctioned by the County Public Service Board. It has been admitted. Kinyua was appointed as a director, external linkages, without a transparent and competitive recruitment process. We do submit that count 2 has also been substantiated and proved. I'll move quickly again because of the time we have been given. Of course, it's so difficult to condense all the evidence which have been given within the short period of time which I have, but I'll try my best. The third count is count 3. That is bullying, vilification, and demeaning other leaders. Chapter 6 of the Constitution was not made in vain. The Chapter 6 of the Constitution operates with other laws. Principles key above them is Public Officers Ethics Act and the Leadership and Integrity Act. If you look at those provisions of the law, and those are the ones we have said the governor violated, I'll direct the Senate to Section 9B of the leadership of the Public Officers and Ethics Act, which states that a state officer shall not bully any person. It's there. There's also a call for professionalism within the Leadership and Integrity Act. There's also the professionalism means that a state officer shall treat the public and his fellow public officers, now these are public officers, with courtesy and respect. The aspect of acting through others has also been brought forward within those laws, and it makes it an offense for causing everything to be done through other persons. My colleague, Mr. Mudomi, has mentioned that the governor is now hiding, that it was not me, it was the county secretary. The county secretary has become the bogeyman. But the law, the drafters of the law knew very well that state officers and public officers who hold positions of powers will throw away responsibility. They'll shift responsibility to their juniors. And that's why the law says that you cannot run away from that responsibility. One of the violations under this particular account was actions against the deputy governor. I'll just bundle them to that. We've put several violations against the deputy governor. Key among them is that the governor made the deputy made a deputy the bogeyman, the symbol of hatred in Meru, and by that she orchestrated a well-organized campaign to vilify the deputy governor and excluded him from performance and discharge of public duties, that is attending CC's meetings and performing and discharging all the other functions. Evidence has been adduced. Sufficient evidence has been adduced demonstrating how these actions were perpetrated. The Hansard of the County Assembly, there are letters by the Deputy Governor writing, beseeching the Deputy President of this Republic, beseeching the Chair of the Council of Governors, to the Speaker of the Senate, asking for reconciliation, asking for these institutions to facilitate a reconciliation between her and between him and his the boss, that is the governor. There are memos which you have submitted demonstrating whereby the deputy governor is asking for simple facilitations like repairs for his cars, fuel for his car, staff, and the like. We do submit that this violation, this specific violation, has been demonstrated. What the governor has done has turned the battle on the deputy governor. Instead of justifying or explaining, now the deputy governor has become even the author of these impeachment proceedings. They have created a narrative around WhatsApp messages where the governor proceeded to engage in cyberbullying. Cyberbullying in WhatsApp. The governor is on WhatsApp group, and there she has not disputed those screenshots. She has not disputed authenticity, the context of those screenshots. You can see the governor posting and talking about, and the DG mobilize fewer levies. Some people will find a way of defecating avocado seed. It's there. She has admitted that she has admitted that. Another posting, he thinks I'm the type of person who can be scared. That's a governor. And this is on a WhatsApp forum or WhatsApp group which consists public members, members of the public, senior officers of the county, junior officers of the county, and here it is the governor now vilifying a fellow state officer, which is in clear breach and violation of the provisions of the Leadership and Integrity, Chapter 6 of the Constitution, and the Public Officers Ethics Act. The other violation which falls under this particular account is that, and this is a violation which was here, and this is a violation which was before this House in the previous impeachment proceedings. That is, the governor has persistently been making demeaning public utterances against other elected leaders. Apart from the deputy governor, who was the bogeyman, who was the center of attack by the governor had other leaders at her crosshairs. Those are the elected leaders of Meru. All of them, the 12 of them, including the member of the Senate,